guys, what was your thoughts on your run defense tonight?
Man, I'm extremely proud of the team all around. Shout out to my D linemen, every single one of them. They played their butts off tonight. And without them, I mean, shoot, I don't know how many rushing yards they had, but I mean, that just shows you how dominant our D line is, and they're a force to be reckoned with. I mean, I said earlier in the week, we pride ourselves as a defense to stop the run, and I think we did a great job tonight showing that.
Their offensive line was kind of throwing some tough guys. I think even earlier in the game, the right tackle literally headbutted Jabbar. Like, when they were kind of coming at you guys and being real chippy and physical, like, what were you just telling each other?
I mean, shoot, that's SEC football. They're gonna play nasty. It's a good O-line. It's a great experience O-line. And I think the best thing we did was we responded. Didn't get caught up in all the outside noise. We just played our football game, played Trojan football, and did what we did. And I mean, shoot, got the win at the end.
Easton, how much pride did this defense just take in the amount of third down stops that you guys were able to get tonight, and the momentum that you guys built with those?
I mean, shoot, I don't even think it was statistically that we won. I think it was the way we responded to the entire game. I think we played as one on all three faces of the football. We played all as one. We never pointed fingers, never got on each other, even with all the ups and downs of this game. And shoot, statistically, that it's never perfect. I think the one thing we focused on today was just playing as one. I think we did an excellent job.
In such a heightened atmosphere, how do you guys stay composed with crowd and noise and everything?
I think it's just natural. Once you strap up and it's time to go, then the outside noise really doesn't affect you as much as you would think. Once you're locked in that zone, especially as a defense, once we're locked in that zone, we're all communicating, we're all focused on our main mission, which is to win the game. At that point, it's finish the drive and get a stop. So I think at that point, the outside noise doesn't really affect us.
Easton, obviously a lot new on defense today. We talked about how well the run defense was. Was there any aspect of the defense you felt like was not necessarily as sharp as you guys would have wanted?
Yeah, I think the entire game was not up to our par, up to standard. I mean, the good news is if that's the worst we're going to play all season against one of the better teams will play as well. I mean, I think it's a good sign that we're on an upward trend, but every game there's always things to clean up. Even myself, I was not nearly as perfect or as well as I need to play with the team, but in the end, regardless of how you're affected by your play, as long as you have to get the win, that's all that really matters.
Easton, you never really know what you have in the team until your first game. What did you learn about this team tonight?
I learned that we're a team that doesn't react, we respond. Regardless of what happens in the game, we always have one mission, which is to win the game. And if we're in a slump or something, we never point fingers at the offense. As a defense, and if the offense ever points at us, they say, get a stop. If they don't get a stop, go get a touchdown. And if they don't get a touchdown, we tell them to get a stop. So I think it's just complimentary football in all these phases. I think we believe in each other today, and it showed a lot about who we are.
Easton, it seemed like Eric Gentry was all around, both on the field and off the field, up the sideline. What did he show you tonight, and what do you think he means to the defense as a whole?
We call him a unicorn, man. He can do anything. And that man I think this was the one year that, through all 4 of his years, or all 3 of his years, this is the one year that people are going to see who he really is. And sure, I got all confidence he's on the field. As an offense, I know they're looking out there like, damn, they got a 6'6" linebacker. Like, I know he's a threat. I know he's going to have an amazing season. This was just not even close to what he's capable of.
Thank you, Easton. I'm going to have you come
Yes,
out.
ma'am. Thank you guys so much.
Fight on. What did you walk through that last touchdown?
It was just a play call that McRee called, and the O-line was ready for it. And they trusted their training from the fall and the spring, and we scored. So look back and just thank the O-line and the right receivers for blocking.
Akili, what does this game mean for you and Easton, growing up in Southern California, to put on that uniform and to have a performance like this?
It was huge for us. Coming from Oregon State, coming back home, it was a big move, and I'm glad we took it. It was a real team game today. That's the one thing that I really got out of today is how much of a team we are together. Like Easton talked about complementary football, like offense going to complement the defense going to complement the offense, and then special teams going to win it for us. So I really think that, it was a big move for us, and I'm really glad I made it.
Akili, it seemed like the momentum was slipping away a little bit in the third quarter, and the defense really clamped down, it seemed like, after that. What was the difference from that point onward?
Like we said, we just respond. We don't ride the ebbs and flows of the game. Coach Lincoln really emphasized that before the game. You can't ride the ebbs and flows. There's going to be good things, there's going to be bad things that happen in the game. So, as long as we respond and respond well, that's all that matters.
Lake, for you, just going through the injury you did last year for the Holiday Bowl and coming back as quickly as you did, just, how special was tonight for you to feel as involved?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal to be able to come back, started fall camp off of 6 months off ACL. So, you know, can't give enough credit to the trainers and everyone that's helped me get to this point. You know, they worked with me a lot, you know, through this process, but it was really just fun to, you know, go out there with my brothers. You know, awesome team win, and just couldn't be happier.
Like, what was the conversations with the O-line, especially early in the game? Obviously, there was some noise, some false starts, and they were kind of getting to you guys early. But what was just the talk amongst, you know, the tight ends, backs, O-line?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a loud environment, so something that we tried to work on in practice, but, you know, you can't really, you know, imitate how loud that place is going to be, especially being a dome, so it echoes off everywhere. But I think, you know, after, you know, having those couple false starts and then people jump in, I think we just said, look, you need to look at the ball, because I'm right next to Jonah. I couldn't hear Miller, you know, do the cadence, so it was tough. But I think once, you know, we talked about it, Jonah told me, hey, look, you just need to perf the ball. Receivers need to perf the ball, even though line needs to perf the ball. Once we got that, it was smoother. Definitely something we need to work on, though. I know we're going to be in a lot of loud environments. You know, that wasn't, you know, the only one we were playing, so something we'll definitely work on.
Akili, the game-winning touchdown and lead the band afterward in your first game at USC. What was that moment like for you?
It was fantastic just to lead the band and just win the game for USC. Great people that came here and we laid it all out for them. We did it for ourselves, but we did it for the people who came before us, who laid the foundation. And I'm just happy everybody on this team is here. I'm happy to play here and fight on.
Woody, I know obviously just.
LSU. Does it mean more playing LSU and beating them, having come from Mississippi State?
It meant a lot to me because it's the only game that I can play. Never know when my last game will be. Never know when my last snap. So it was just a for real surreal game for me. Just knowing that my previous years injuries have came up and that I get to play a SEC team that I came from. Like I came from the SEC, so just to get to play them. I lost like 3 years versus them, 1-1, and I came here with my new family and we won 1, so I'm 1-0.
Woody, I know you had a lot of confidence in Miller just coming into this program, and to see him kind of step up in the way he did tonight and not be, you know, rattled by anything. Just what did you see from him, and how confident are you in him as the leader of this offense?
I'm very confident in him. Like my first day here, we got out and he texted me. We got out and did some routes, went over the plays, and he knows the game well. During spring football and fall camp, I'm like, yeah, this the guy. Yeah, he's pretty good. I like this quarterback. I want to lay it all on the line for him. And the O-line is just that's like them the guys right there. Give all the praise to them. Like them the leaders of our team. They gonna make us go how far as we want to. And shout out to the defense and the defensive line. They gonna take us to our promised land.
Let's do one more from the script.
Akili, it's your first game under Dan Lynn. Can you describe kind of his coaching style, demeanor as he leads you guys through a game like this?
I would say he's actually a lot more relaxed and not, you know, super uptight, because he knows that we're gonna play good ball, you know. So he trusts in us. So I think just him always being calm, you know, not always flipping out. If something happens, it happens, you know. It's just part of the game. So just playing for him, you know, and having him calm down and not really ride the ebbs and flows like how we're talking about, you know, is great, and I'm proud to play for him, you know.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.